live-action Spider-Man is really the strongest.
Let's watch this.
Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield.
Spider-Man is the strongest. I would say Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man is the strongest. Andrew Garfield is like, he's more, I don't know. He's more like, I don't know what. I know Tobey is definitely stronger though than both of them. Wait, actually, Tom Holland Spider-Man. Man, hold on. I think Tom Holland might be up there with Tobey in terms of strength, bro. Now, obviously, off the rip, Tom Holland is the smartest because in his universe, technology more advanced though. Like his suit, I mean, he did make his own suit actually. And what was that? Far From Home, No Way Home. I don't know. Them names are mad confusing. I say probably Tobey the strongest. Andrew probably like more. He's probably faster or something. I don't know. Because he is more slim than both of them. And then Tom Holland is the smartest one.
Holland. To settle it once and for all, we're breaking it down into 6 categories. Raw strength feats, speed and agility.
Yeah, like speed and agility, I would probably get at the Andrew.
Durability, intelligence.
I would probably.
And strategy.
That's definitely Tom Holland.
Webs and gear.
Tom Holland.
Spider senses.
Spider sense. Okay, I would give that to Tom Holland as well because he's the. Listen, all the other niggas who use their Spidey sense, they used it like, you know, like somebody about to punch them or a nigga threw something at them. Tom Holland used it to get what did he do? He uses Spider sense to like, bruh, hold on. Spider-Man senses Green Goblin. Yeah. When he in this scene, hold on. In this scene when he did it, this wasn't like the nigga was about to punch him or something. That shit was hard too though. When he felt it, like he just felt that hoe. He felt like I don't know what he felt. Did he feel like his evil intent or something like that? But this shit was tough though.
What is it, Peter?
Why are you looking at me like that?
He was trying to sense who was evil. I guess it was like hatred or something in a nigga heart. I don't know. And I ain't gonna say, I'ma just say Green Goblin's giving that nigga them hands. That shit was tough.
That's some neat trick. That sense of yours.
I don't know what he sensed though. Like, can Reddit tell me what the man sensed? I don't know what he sensed. Right? Yeah, how was Peter able to sense Green Goblin evil, No Way Home, but not Mysterio? It's not direct evil, it's a sense that cues him to immediate danger, like intended physical violence. Yes, it's not potential future threats. That's because Green Goblin had intent to harm him. Yeah, like he was about to harm him, and then he sensed it. They never did nothing like that, so I would give that to Tom Holland.
Start with the first category. Raw strength.
I would just say this is Tobey.
Maguire's Spider-Man set the tone.
It'd either be Tobey or Tom though.
Screen. The defining moment comes in Spider-Man 2 during the runaway train sequence.
Yeah, when he
with dozens of lives on the line, Peter fires webs.
But Tom Holland's Spider-Man did the same thing with the boat. Even though he ain't hold that hold, but he judged him.
The muscle in his arms and legs is stretched to its limit as he holds back the momentum of a speeding multi-car subway. The force rips his suit, bloodies his face, and leaves him unconscious once it's over. It's a feat of sheer willpower and muscle, stopping a force thousands of tons in motion with nothing but webs and
grit. That is wild. It was crazy scene, man. Shit was tough. Spider-Man.
And this wasn't his only jaw-dropper. In Spider-Man 2002, during the Queensboro Bridge climax, the Green Goblin forces Peter into an impossible choice. Save Mary Jane or save a tramcar packed with children. Peter chooses both.
Low easy if you ask me.
In one hand while holding up the cable car with his webs, straining under 2 separate loads at once. Even with some bystander help, the fact that he manages to suspend both is a staggering show of raw endurance. Across his trilogy, Tobey's Spidey repeats these moments of brute strength in Spider-Man 3 to protect
You know what?
MJ.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. He is my least favorite Spider-Man, though. Not to say he's not a good Spider-Man. It's just out of the 3, he's number 3 for me.
But while Tobey gave us the blueprint for Spidey's muscle power,
Because I low-key feel like Andrew was probably the best one, but then I seen Tom Holland. I'm not gonna lie, Tom Holland is the best one. Then I would put Andrew. Actually, I don't know. I would probably put Tom and Andrew number 1, and then I would put Tobey number 2.
Brought a different flavor. His strength might not be shown
his suit,
in the same epic set pieces,
and
but
everything, bro. His attitude in that movie
seriously underrated. Andrew's Spider-Man is often remembered for his speed, agility, and emotional weight, but his strength deserves more credit. Take the bridge sequence in The Amazing Spider-Man 2012. When Lizard begins tossing cars into the river, Peter reacts instantly. He webs multiple vehicles mid-air, keeping them suspended above the water. One of those cars is on fire.
I'm not gonna lie, I could never, I don't know what, I know what it is. I could never rewatch The Amazing Spider-Man 2 when Gwen died, bro, because that shit just really rubbed me the wrong way. I'm not gonna hold you. It really rubs me the wrong way. I don't like that. I hate that she died, bro. I can't rewatch that movie, bro.
Inside.
I cannot rewatch that movie.
Jack?
Yes.
It's such a good movie, but I can't.
Spider-Man braces
rewatch
the
it.
car with a web, hauls the kid out with one
I
arm,
love that scene.
and reassures him with his mask. It's not just a touching scene, it shows the physical strength required to hold a burning car steady while pulling someone free. Then, in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, we see him take Alexei Sitsevich's...
He should have had a 3, though, bro. He should have had a 3.
This isn't just
I feel like all of them should have had a 3. Tobey Maguire gets 3 movies. I feel like we should have got The Amazing Spider-Man 3. This nigga Tom Holland get 4 of them hoes. Shit, 10 or 5. You counting fucking Civil War, bitch. This nigga get 4 movies. Tobey get 3. He only get 2.
Peter literally plants his feet against the asphalt.
I don't like that, bro.
Like reins to slow the multi-ton vehicle.
I don't like that.
At one point, he
and then I also like in
Sitsevich,
No Way Home. I'm sorry I
weapons
keep pausing, bro, but in No Way Home, I remember in No Way Home, Tobey has said that Andrew Garfield, he said he was amazing. Do you get it? Tobey said he was amazing. What's the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movie called? The Amazing Spider-Man. I don't know. I feel like that shit was fire. That shit was
the truck
tough.
screeches to a halt.
Like I peeped that instantly. I'm like, damn. That movie was beautiful, bro. All 3 of them being together, crazy. Never go see them together again, though.
The Lizard is a monster capable of ripping through walls and tossing cars. Yet Andrew's Peter goes toe-to-toe with him multiple times. In their final clash, Spider-Man manages to hold Connors off long enough to inject the cure, a feat that required matching brute force with a creature built like a wrecking ball. Against Electro, he rips out heavy power cables mid-fight while shrugging off electrical shocks. But if Tobey gave us iconic visuals and Andrew proved his underrated strength, Tom Holland's Spider-Man brings things into MCU territory, meaning the feats are scaled up bigger than ever before. Tom Holland's Spider-Man entered the MCU and immediately got thrown into challenges no other live-action Peter had faced.
Oh yeah, right. His first year, he fought Captain America, Bucky, Falcon.
His greatest feat comes in Spider-Man Homecoming with
you
the
have a metal arm?
Oh
damn, never
After
mind.
an
I
explosion
thought you talking about
tears
Civil
the
War.
vessel in half,
He
Peter
was
webs
holding
up
that
the
hoe.
massive structure,
But I mean,
creating
he had help.
weapons that
He had help
hold
from Iron Man
together.
though. But
But
still,
when the
though.
webs begin snapping, he does something insane. Grabs the final strands and physically pulls with everything he has.
He was
trying
holding
to
that
hold
hoe.
the two
He
halves
was
of
trying to
the body
hold that
together.
hoe.
For a few seconds, he succeeds.
Then the webs. Yeah, that shit. Iron Man came to save that nigga though.
Analysts estimate that resisting that much force would take millions of newtons, far beyond Tobey's train, and an MCU-level display of strength.
Oh
Tom's
damn,
strength
I didn't
shows
know
in
that. I
smaller
thought the
moments,
train was
too.
better.
Trapped under rubble after
Was stronger.
Vulture's
Oh, I
warehouse
remember
collapse,
that.
He panics.
That's
then lifts the
Homecoming. That's
tons of
Homecoming.
concrete and steel off his back in a direct homage to one of Spidey's most famous comic scenes. In Civil War, he casually catches Bucky
You have a
Barnes'
metal arm?
metal arm
Awesome.
punch mid-swing, overpowering a super soldier like it's nothing. And in No Way Home, rage-fueled Peter completely dominates
Oh, yeah, he beat the
Norman
shit out of
Osborn,
that nigga.
slamming him through multiple floors of concrete and finally raising
He
the
hit that
Goblin's
nigga with a
ladder
crazy
overhead
move.
with
I might have to
intent
go watch
kill.
to find the
only thing
clip.
that stopped him
Hold on.
was
He hit him with a hold on. Cause he hit him with a crazy move, bro. He hit him with a crazy move. He hit him with like, what'd he do? Wait, hold on. Let's just watch it. He hit him with something nasty. Which one was
Kill
it?
you myself.
He was hitting him. He was hitting him. I think it was this right here. No, it wasn't that, but that was something too though. He was comboing that nigga. He was comboing that nigga. Like, he was comboing him. He's comboing him. But I'm not in the beginning though. Like when they first fought, Green Goblin was really putting them on him though. He was throwing that nigga through floors, walls, all type of stuff. He was putting them on him. He was comboing him. Look. He said, he's hitting that nigga. Where's the one where he
Kill you myself.
Where's that at? Where's the one when they were? He had punched the ground, bro, and you could see like he put a hole in the ground. Where is that at? He put a hole in the floor, bro. He about to punch him so goddamn hard. Damn, low. Yeah, there you go, right there. He was about to. Do you see that? Do you see how he jumped in the air for that? Hi. Come on, bro. He was about to tear that nigga scalp open. Hey, don't make my boy mad.
Tobey Maguire
Don't make my boy mad.
is Spider-Man. And yes, Tobey deserves credit for stepping in, but context matters.
And Tobey got his ass
was braced
stabbed.
directly in front of Tom, holding the glider from an angle of leverage. And Tom was already emotionally unstable in that moment. It wasn't a clash of equals. It was an older Spider-Man using position and timing to redirect a younger one consumed by rage.
Got his ass
The fact
stabbed.
that Holland's Peter had to be
he
physically
was gonna
restrained
die.
at all shows just how powerful he'd become by that point. So the winner of this strength showdown goes to Tom
And
Holland's
plus, he cured all of them people though. So off that alone, he get the. I mean, like I said, in his universe, technology is more advanced, but he cured all of them.
Spider-Man. He may be the
He
youngest
fixed
of the
Doc
trio, but
Ock.
his
He
feats are
fixed
the heaviest, his opponents the toughest,
Electro,
and his
whatever that nigga.
victories
What's that
the
nigga
most
name?
physically
Electrolyte.
demanding. Strength can win a fight, but speed decides how many hits you take getting there. And when it comes to agility, Spider-Man is defined by impossible flips, lightning-fast reflexes, and the kind of acrobatics that make even other superheroes stare. Let's break down.
Wait,
how
so who did he
each
give
live-action
strength to?
Spidey moves when the pace picks up.
Or is he
Tobey
not giving?
Maguire's
He
Spider-Man
just
has power in
explained it
every
to us,
swing,
letting us
but his
pick.
movement style is heavier, almost like a street brawler. He can
Nah,
dodge
it's not
bullets in
Tobey.
a hallway fight with Flash and leap clear of Goblins' razor bats, but his agility
Okay,
is less about
but
smooth
Tobey out here in
movement
this
and more
bitch,
about raw
he
accuracy.
dodging bullets down there
His
point
web
blank.
swinging looks
Come on.
cinematic and weighty, almost like he's pulling skyscrapers toward him with every swing. When he moves, it's believable, but it's not flashy in the same way his successors would be. Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, on the other hand, is pure style. His movements are
That boy
fluid,
be
acrobatic,
slinging
and
crazy
almost
like
poetic.
he mouths.
In The Amazing Spider-Man 2, we get that jaw-dropping Times Square sequence where his spider sense slows the world down. In seconds, Andrew's Peter flips, twists, and angles his body mid-air, dodging Electro's blasts while saving a crowd of civilians. His web swinging is the smoothest we've ever seen, with long, graceful arcs and parkour-like flips through the city.
That's enough. Mike? Yeah. Big John?
If Tobey felt powerful, Andrew felt untouchable, as if being Spider-Man was second nature. Tom Holland's Spider-Man combines the two approaches. His agility isn't as graceful as Andrew's, but it's sharper
He'll be hitting no
and
flips
more
though. He
efficient.
ain't swag
In
with
Civil
it.
War, he's darting around the
He
airport.
don't swag with it.
battle,
Like,
flipping
hold on. He don't swag with it though. Like, hold on. The Amazing Spider-Man, he swag with it, bro. Hold on. You gotta, especially the end, bro. The ending shot. Oh my gosh. This right here, boy. This had a, who is this? This is Spider-Man PS4, but this right here. Ain't gonna lie, this right here alone, bro, should just show you, like, he really liked that, bro. He really liked that. That's all a nigga gotta show.
off Giant Man while weaving through Avengers-level attacks. In Infinity War, he's web-swinging across alien battlefields and leaping between collapsing debris like it's nothing. And in Far From Home, His agility peaks during the Mysterio illusion fight, with nothing but his Peter Tingle guiding him. Tom's Spidey
Hey, I
moves like
remember that.
lightning, weaving through dozens of
Remember
armed
that. I
drones
remember that.
and blasting them midair
He
in
threw
one
'em all.
continuous
Yeah,
flawless
I remember
motion.
that.
It's less about
Remember that.
style points and more about survival efficiency, and it
Fuck that
works.
shit. We care. Style
So the
points
winner
way
of this
matter
agility
way more.
contest, Andrew Garfield.
Oh, he gave
Spider-Man.
strength to
His movement is
Tom.
the cleanest, the fastest, and the most acrobatic of the three. Tom
that.
comes close thanks to his spider sense-driven reactions, while Toby lags slightly behind with a more grounded style. But speed doesn't mean much if you can't take a hit, and Spider-Man has taken some brutal ones. Let's see which version can absorb the most punishment and keep swinging. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man might be the toughest when it comes to pure endurance. In Spider-Man 1, Green Goblin absolutely brutalizes him. Pumpkin bombs to the face, smash through walls, beaten bloody, and Tobey still claws his way to victory. In Spider-Man 2, he nearly tears his body apart, stopping that runaway train, passes out, and still manages to drag himself into another fight with Doc Ock moments later. By Spider-Man 3, he's tanking Sandman's concrete fists, Venom's symbiote-enhanced strikes, and collapsing steel beams, yet keeps swinging. Tobey's Spidey fights like a heavyweight boxer. He can take hits that should kill him and keep moving forward. Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man takes a different approach. His durability isn't showcased the same way. His strength is in dodging damage, not eating it. When he does get caught, it shows. In The Amazing Spider-Man, a gunshot to the leg slows him down. Against Lizard, he gets tossed through walls like a ragdoll. In TASM2, Electro's shock sent him crashing, forcing him to rely on strategy instead of toughness. Andrew's Peter is still resilient, or he gets back up after every hit, but he feels more vulnerable. His pain tolerance seems more human compared to the others. Tom Holland's Spider-Man blends both worlds. In Homecoming, when Vulture drops a
Damn,
warehouse
this
on him,
nigga
Peter
he
panics
go
at first, but
fucking
then digs
blend
deep
both
and
worlds
lifts
in every
literal
category.
tons of rubble off his back.
So it's gonna be Toby with the durability.
In Far From Home, he gets hit by a speeding train, not a metaphor, a literal train, and somehow survives with only bruises. And in No Way Home, Norman Osborn ragdolls him
yo,
through building floors,
Norman was putting them
slamming him into
bitches on him,
concrete,
bro.
and Peter not
Then
only
he killed his
survives, but
aunt
comes back
too.
angrier,
Damn, bro. I ain't
dishing
gonna
out
lie.
punishment
He
of
did
his
them
own.
bad. He did them
Add in
bad
moments
that
from
day.
Infinity War and Endgame, where he takes on alien hordes and keeps going, and Tom's durability is consistently top tier. So the winner of this durability test goes to Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. He takes the nastiest beatings, absorbs the most pain, and still wins fights while half dead. Tom comes in second with his mix of durability and resilience, while Andrew's agility-first style makes him the least tank-like of the three. So far, we've covered strength, speed, and toughness. Now it's time to step away from fists and bruises and look at brains.
It's
Because
Tom.
Spider-Man isn't just a wall crawler.
It's Tom.
He's also a genius. Let's see how each live-action Spider-Man stacks up in this department. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man shows flashes of intelligence, but his films focus more on heart than science. Still, he's not clueless. In Spider-Man 2, he figures out how to overload Doc Ock's fusion reactor in the middle of battle. He uses street smarts too, and like dodging Green Goblin's glider at the last second, turning Norman's weapon against him. That said, Tobey's Peter doesn't invent gadgets or experiment much. His powers are organic, so his brains don't shine through as strongly as the others. Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man leans heavily into Peter's inventor side. He designs his own web shooters, formulates the polymer web fluid, and builds gadgets to track and fight enemies.
Corp's biocable tensile strength is unparalleled. We're just beginning to understand all the potential industrial
When facing Electro in TASM 2, he upgrades his shooters with insulated cartridges so they don't short out. Against Lizard, he rigs up cameras across the city to study Connors' movements and develops a cure for his mutation. Andrew's Peter is clever, inventive, and tactical. A pure do-it-yourself Spider-Man who embodies the brainy side of the character. Tom Holland's Spider-Man combines youthful genius with the resources of the MCU. He brews his own web formula in chemistry class, hacks the training wheels off his Stark suit, and designs advanced web combinations mid-battle. He's also a quick thinker under pressure. In Civil War, he uses a giant tripwire plan to topple Giant Man, straight out of Empire Strikes Back. In Infinity War, he improvises.
I don't want to brag, but I will. I was a part of the
Avengers.
Avengers.
Space. And in No Way Home, he helps devise cures for villains across multiple universes, proving his brain is as important as his fists. Tom's blend of raw intelligence and real-time strategy makes him dangerous no matter the odds. So the winner of this brains versus brawn category goes to Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. His DIY inventiveness and scientific creativity.
I mean,
showed
okay,
Peter Parker
I
at
could see
his
it though.
most
I could see it.
hands-on.
I could see it though, because yeah, like he don't got the same resources as fucking Tom Holland, nigga. Tom Holland suit. I don't fucking know. Suit, turn me into Superman. That motherfucker will fuck around and fly. Like,
Tom comes close with his MCU scale problem solving, while Tobey's Peter lands in third for relying more on instinct and grit than gadgets or science. Of course, intelligence isn't just about ideas, it's about what you build with them. And nothing defines Spider-Man more than his webs. So next, we're putting their gear and gadgets under the microscope.
and to be Tom.
Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man keeps things simple. His webs are organic.
He got like
shooting
shock.
straight
He
out
got
of
like
his
shock
wrists. The
webs.
biggest advantage,
He got the burst
he never
web.
runs out of web
He got the
fluid. In
the
middle
web
of a fight,
bomb.
that consistency
But he
is
didn't make
huge.
that shit though.
He doesn't have to worry about reloading
But that shit came with his suit,
cartridges or
though.
tech breaking down. But
got the
the
web
trade-off
bomb
is
and shit.
flexibility. Tobey
What else
can
he
swing
got?
and trap enemies, sure.
He got the
but
web
doesn't
that
have
shoot like
ricochet
that.
webs,
I don't even
laser
know
webs,
when he
or
will ever
drones
use
to
that.
back
That
him
boy,
up.
that bitch shoot
His
like
gear is
that.
raw, reliable,
I don't
and
even
limited.
know.
Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man brings back the classic web shooters, and his films highlight how impressive that is. Andrew designs the shooters himself, formulates the web fluid, and even modifies them in TASM 2 to withstand Electro's shocks. He used them creatively too, wrapping entire groups of thugs in seconds, pulling cars to safety, and snapping out multiple strands at once to lock down the lizard. The downside? His gear can break or run dry, which happens at critical moments. Still, his inventiveness makes his webbing feel dynamic and personal, like an extension of his brain. Tom Holland's Spider-Man gets the tech jackpot. With Stark's upgrades, his shooters have hundreds of web combinations, taser webs, explosive webs, ricochet webs, rapid-fire modes, even an insta-parachute. His suits also come loaded with features, enhanced optics, AI analysis, drone support, and of course, the Iron Spider's mechanical legs.
What else can this suit do? What? Maybe we should run that refresher course.
Ricochet web.
Ricochet web.
The criticism is fair. Some fans feel this makes him too reliant on Stark's tech. But when you watch him in Infinity War, deploy
yeah.
instant kill mode, or in Homecoming
Shit
experimenting
come clutch,
with new
shit come
combinations
clutch.
mid-fight, it's clear Tom uses that tech to its full potential. It doesn't replace his skills, it enhances them. So the winner of this gear round goes to Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Between hundreds of web variations and
And
Stark
for the
level
senses, I
gadgets,
would say Tom
his
Holland as
arsenal
well,
simply
just because of the
outclasses
Green Goblin
others.
scene though. Because I
Andrew
never
takes
seen them
second
niggas
for
do
his
nothing on
DIY
top of that.
shooters and clever
But it don't. It could be
modifications,
more
while
than that
Tobey's
though.
reliable organic webs keep him steady in third.
Ooh,
But
that
something
was
that
clean.
matters more than webs, more than strength, Spider-Man's greatest survival tool might be his spider sense. It's that uncanny sixth sense that warns him of danger before it strikes. Each live-action Spidey has shown it, some more dramatically than others. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man demonstrates his spider sense early and often. In Spider-Man 2002, the cafeteria scene is a perfect example. Peter reacts instinctively, catching a falling tray of food, dodging a punch from Flash Thompson, and flipping his bully over his shoulder without even thinking. Throughout his trilogy, we see Tobey dodge Goblin's glider, avoid Doc Ock's attacks, and react to gunfire almost instantly. His spider sense is consistent and effective, even if the films never spotlighted as a major power. Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man takes the visual flair up a notch. In The Amazing Spider-Man 2, during the Times Square showdown, his spider sense is portrayed in slow motion. Andrew's Peter senses every threat in the environment, from civilians at risk to Electro charging up a blast, and maneuvers through it all in one seamless sequence.
Okay, you might have got me.
It's
You
a
might have
showcase
got
of
me.
awareness and agility
might
working
have got me.
together, and it's one of the clearest cinematic depictions of how Spider-Sense operates. Tom Holland's Spider-Man brings Spider-Sense to its most impactful moment yet. At first, his MCU films played
Oh, I forgot about the Far From Home. I mean, No Way Home one too. When he, grabbed a nigga like these. I forgot those. And then he closed his eyes and ran down the hallway.
Peter tingle, but by far
I
from
forgot
home, it
about
became
that.
essential, allowing him to defeat Mysterio's illusions by trusting his instincts, dodging dozens of drones with perfect timing.
You can't trick me anymore.
And in No Way Home, it reaches its peak. In one of the film's most chilling scenes, Peter quietly senses something's wrong in Happy's condo. The tension builds, and then his eyes lock onto Norman Osborn, realizing before anyone else that the Goblin persona has returned. That moment isn't just cinematic brilliance, it's proof that Tom's spider sense is sharper than ever, picking up danger even from a trusted ally turned enemy. So the winner of this spider sense showdown goes
you
to
gotta
Tom
go to
Holland's
Tom
Spider-Man.
Holland. I forgot about
His instincts not
the
only
joint.
save his life in illusions and battles, they change the course of No Way Home itself. The ultimate winner of this Spider-Man showdown goes to Tom Holland.
And I feel like once he really gets to their age, bro, because you know them niggas old as hell. Like Tom, his Spider-Man is like what, 15 now? 15, 16, I think. Hold on. How old was he in this? Yeah, see, he was 17 in the first film. And then he was 19 in the second film. You know? Then he's like what? He's like 16. Oh, he's 17 in No Way Home. Right, he's 17 in No Way Home. He's turning 18. Oh, he turned 18 in the film. Oh, damn. Oh, shit. Them niggas was the same age putting in that work. Ah, but I'm saying though, Homecoming, he was 15 though. He was 15 though. Homecoming, he was 15. Infinity War Endgame, he was 16 though. Just saying. Oh yeah, he did turn 18, right? Cause he moved into his own spot. He couldn't get his own spot if he was like fucking 16, 17, right? So he had to be 18. Cause he got his own place now and shit. The nigga gotta get a job. He broke his hell in New York. God damn. That shit tragic. New paddock, rolling my wrist in that bitch automatic. Ooh. But that shit sucked though, bro. Like, his life crazy. Ain't gonna lie, that shit sad, low key. High key, actually. Fuck. Nobody remember my boy, but he still put that suit on.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing.
He still put that suit on, bro, and he still put in that work. Like,